Hello and welcome to Boomer Live, ladies and gentlemen, for this live stream. And here we are after the game versus Mumbai Indians and Rajasthan Royals. The result is not good for Mumbai fans at all, but we'll get into that. But before that, if you haven't already joined our Telegram channel, join in our Telegram channel right now and play the fantasy contest where you can win daily 99 dirhams or 2,250 rupees. So it's upon you to grab either of it depending on your region. It's very simple. Click on the link in the description, join our channel, and download our app and play the private contest. You can challenge me, Jaren, anybody who's out there and win a load of prizes. So this is your opportunity tonight if you haven't already joined. But let's get into the game. I mean, Jaren, outstanding game of cricket if you're a Rajasthan Royals fan, because it's exactly what you wanted. Like Trent Bolt coming in, picking up those wickets up front with a new ball, and Chahal Ashwin operating in the middle, and excellent finish. And as Teju rightly mentions, MI, what a mess it has been for them.
Oh yeah, I think the fans were. I mean, if Hardik Pandya thought that he was getting his name was getting chanted in the stadiums were bad enough, from what I hear, his name was being chanted. Rohit Sharma's name was being chanted even before the game began, when the fans were waiting at the turnstiles to get into the stadium. So it just seems like Rohit Sharma. The captaincy thing has become a huge issue for them at this point in time. I mean, if they believe so, but for a fact, it just seemed like MI fans were. I think there were periods of time when Riyan Parag was, taking those smashing those sixes. There was a period in time where even that was getting much more cheers and maybe a wicket or something like that. So
Yeah,
it
you're
just
right.
seemed like the fans were okay with Mumbai losing. In fact, they seemed like they
And
wanted Mumbai to
Mumbai
lose.
just got booed today. I think it's the first time ever, a team getting booed in IPL, a home team getting booed in IPL of this sort. I've never seen any home
Yeah.
team getting booed. Okay, I can understand players getting those flack, etc., etc. But it's the first time ever I'm seeing a home team getting booed, and they got booed tremendously after that loss. So even though Sanjay Manjrekar is like, behave, it's not happening, bro. And it was super weird to see Sanjay Manjrekar also take it out. I mean, I understand you're frustrated as a commentator, but you have no right to silence a crowd. Let's be honest. They are very hurt with their
Yeah.
emotions, but at the same time, I also don't accept calling any player chapri or any sort of slangs like that, because that doesn't really sit well. So if you are unhappy, boo, it's fine. That's a point. But no racial slurs, no abusive things. You boo as long as you're whistling and booing, it's all fine, man. But make sure it doesn't get to an effect where you are taking it personally to a particular player. And this happened continuously. Even 19th over when Hardik's face was shown, that was the case. But there was a point in the game when Hardik was getting the cheers. That was when he was trying to rescue Mumbai Indians out of that hole.
Yeah, I mean, for a second, I thought everything is forgotten, and maybe it was as well. But then you would have to say it was just surprising, isn't it? That I think if Hardik had won the game for them from there on, he had the day, right? It could have been a redemption, maybe the kind of
Yeah,
partnership that I think it was the one between Ashwin and Riyan Parag, right? If you had played a Riyan Parag kind of an innings, I'm not saying that it would have taken them far, but at least if they had gotten to a at least a 180 odd from there,
yeah,
I think Hardik would have changed things around for his fans. But now you end up losing a match, it's a third match on the row, and I know it's not the first time Mumbai has seen it happen. It's probably they've gone 5 times, lost 5 times on the row, and then still went on to win the title. So such
yeah,
things have happened before. But now the question really is, because even it's pretty visible, isn't it, that the reason that the team is genuinely struggling because of the kind of lack of fanfare, and all those times they lost those 5 games, they still had their fans with them. I think Mumbai fans have been very loyal, but now you've really played with the fans' emotions, and you've played with what do you say, the feelings they had for one player and the captain that they regarded a lot, just so that you're chasing for success. I think that really does hurt the fans. And in the franchise as storied at Mumbai, you can't really do that. I mean, players in the history, it's good to see. I'll be very honest. I don't like the way the terms that have been used for him. That even I'll agree with you. You can't, and I think even his wife has been getting, I think,
mm,
trolled online. She's
yeah,
been getting abuses. That's absolutely wrong. But aside from all that, I can understand, as a fan as well, if you are
yeah.
displeased with your team, I can understand showing the frustration. That's
I
pretty
agree.
fair game. And it's happening in cricket for the first time. I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
in franchise cricket, it's happening for the first time. International cricket, it's happened with Pakistan and India a lot. But yeah, it's nice to see it's happening in franchise cricket. Just means that it's becoming serious cricket now.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's the first time I'm seeing any Indian player get this sort of hate. I mean, you saw it in the social media,
Yeah,
and it's just taken. It's gone to a whole other level. But yeah, as
yeah.
Teju rightly mentioned, this guy's got that. He likes to be the bad guy, right? And that really thrives him more. And one thing we know about Hardik Pandya is that he thrives in these kind of situations. But it's not really helping the team. Maybe he might end up doing well, but will his team
But
do
he
well?
isn't doing well either, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been doing well, but 3 games is way too early to judge. I still think Mumbai
Yeah.
Indians are too good a team to be not making the playoffs even now. Even after they lost 3 games, I know they'll have to win now 7 out of their 11 games, which means they can only afford to lose 4 of them, and it cannot be the next couple. If they start losing 4 or 5 games in a draw, then the climb up is going to be tough because other teams are also making a move on up the ladder, right? Even yesterday, Delhi Capitals have gone on to win, so it is a tough tussle there for Mumbai Indians. And just every time in a 10-team IPL, you cannot afford to come back like the way how Mumbai Indians have done in 2014 or 2013 or however they've done in the previous.
Hmm.
It's not easy. It's not that easy to come back in this kind of situation when it's a 10-team tournament, because often what happens is there will be a net run rate somewhere or the other which will push you down, and that's happened too often in the last few years. Happy birthday, Bill. Thank you, Elizabeth. But it was not today though. It was like a couple of days ago. But coming back to which, I think Mumbai Indians can stay for a while. But let's talk about Riyan Parag once again. I think you missed out on the live Delhi Capitals versus Rajasthan Royals. This guy, man, is really lit the IPL on fire. I mean, we've been here trying to support him all along. I mean, what a phenomenal knock once again, showing maturity, showing class as to why he is what he can possibly do. I mean, this is not even half of it, right? I still think his
Yeah.
ceiling level is way too high. Remember, this guy is just 22 years of age, and he's been playing IPL for what 5 years now, and he's just 22 years of age, and you've been trolling him way too high. He's still starting off his cricketing career. If you look at him and other players, so he's got a long way to go. And he can ball. He was balling 20-25 overs in Ranji Trophy cricket. He can bat at number 4, can hit pace, can hit spin, and can hit high pace. Okay, he's not a 130 basher. He's a 150 basher, and he can hit quality spin. But he is really making a claim slowly, not just of Rajasthan Royals and IPL, but Indian team be like, you know what, boys, you've tried all these namesake all rounders who can ball and bat, and I am here who's of a different gravy altogether.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why it doesn't get to ball spin is because you've got 8 overs of Ashwin and Chahal together, and you already saw what they can do today. So you would have to say that it's unfortunate there in that scenario, but that obviously still means I think he can be a decent bowler. Now, I think he have proved himself in the Ranji side of things as well as Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as a bowler, but you're right about that. He could easily be a better option than Tilak Verma from the
Yeah,
looks of it, as I
I
said.
didn't take that name, but yeah, you rightly mentioned it was exactly the guy I was talking about. It was exactly the guy.
And yeah, I mean, I suppose Rajasthan Royals players have had.
Unfortunately, he doesn't play for a team which is captained by an Indian captain, and he doesn't have the PR like a Tilak Verma's team will have. So, unfortunately, Riyan Parag, even if he puts in a 600-run season, he's going to miss out on Indian team because a 200-run season with 1 wicket or 2 overs will get you into Indian team.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, I mean, I think it's also very good to see, right? I mean, he's proven himself. He was trolled incessantly, and we've
General,
been
tell you
screaming to
one
give
thing,
him.
okay? I was on a live stream last year. I wouldn't want to take the channel's name. I was on a live stream, and this dude joins up, and he had nothing else but hate for Riyan Parag for no reason. I'm like, bro, are you a Rajasthan Royals fan by any chance? No, 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 no. I don't like the way how he behaves. So I understood one thing in India, in general, what is it that you can't be cocky, you can't be a Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or you can't be an alpha male or a Cristiano Ronaldo in India. That's why Virat Kohli has gotten a lot of hate, right? So in India, if you have to really be a good player and a good boy, you have to be a Dhoni, you have to be a Tendulkar, or else you're not a good guy. You might be an amazing player, but you will never come of that stature because you're not a good guy, is what people say. So he went on to tweet, being a 20-year-old, that I hit 4 sixers and an over. I mean, that's his confidence, and this guy can possibly do it now, right? He's already done it to Andre Nokia. He's doing it to Jalkovic, and we believed in him when he said that. Like, this guy can do it. Like, literally, we told here, if anyone can do it, this guy can do it. Given the right batting position, we've been crying out
Yes.
Devdutt Padikkal out, Riyan Parag at 4, Riyan Parag at 4. And finally, they've given him that, and this guy is showing the world what he can do. And last time, I'm just going back to the live stream, and he kept abusing him. He kept using all the souls of Pan Parag, this, that, and all that. And I was so frustrated, I left the live stream.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but just shows, right? I mean, Imagine being a 20-year-old Rian Parag. We've all used our social media at that point in time. Everyone is abusing you left and right. Must be hard, but that just shows the character, the character of the kid. And it also shows why Rajasthan Royals really trusted him. Finally, I think for a second, I'll be very honest, Abel, I genuinely thought when they bought in Devdutt Padikkal and played him in number 4, I thought maybe that confidence is coming to an end. Maybe now they really don't trust him anymore, and I thought he'll have to make his IPL career in another franchise. But I'm glad he's done it in RR, and I'm glad he's finally putting it out there. He really did show it. And talking about that point you raised,
Teju, can you explain what you're talking about? Because I don't know if there is any particular instance. Yeah, but go ahead, Jared.
yeah. I think just talking about that particular instance where you spoke about the good boy behavior and the typecast that you have, that the fans have. I mean, not the fans, but rather the selectors have. I think Saurav Ganguly did a lot to try and change that. Right, when he was a captain, Harbhajan Singh, for instance, was one of those players whom everyone said that he had a very bad attitude, and he was dropped from the Indian team for that reason. I think he was even dropped from the Punjab Ranji team for that reason. But Saurav Ganguly trusted in him, asked the Ranji team to allow him to play, and then he got him in the Indian team. We fought for him. So I think in that sense, Saurav Ganguly did try to change that, because let's be honest, he himself was one of those guys at a young age as well. So I think that's something that I think fans and selectors should realize, that that kind of attitude can translate into good performances, because you've seen Ronaldo whenever like, I think a very good example was when Juventus versus Atletico Madrid, when Atletico Madrid fans said that where is Cristiano Ronaldo, we couldn't see him anywhere. He said that he's going to score a hat trick, and he did, and he pushed them out. He brought Juventus into the next round. So that's the kind of inspiration they get. Or maybe Virat Kohli for the cricket fans, where that notebook celebration by Kesrick Williams. Guess who still has a cricket career? So that's the kind of motivation these guys derive from that kind of irking that the opposition
Yeah, a
tries to
very
do. And
simple example is Virat Kohli this season, right? You
yeah,
egged him on throughout the last 3 months, and he has been coming
yeah,
out right now, even openly, and saying that you know what, I still think I've got it, and that's Virat Kohli. I mean, whoever has wrote that article, I think it was Abhishek Tripathi again, the man who was just pointless in all of our lives. But I like calling out people, man. Very simple. So Abhishek Tripathi again, he wrote that article. I think Virat Kohli has certainly read it, and Harsha Bhogle made certain comments on Twitter as well, and he was on a conference with Harsha Bhogle face on face, and he had to tell it. I mean, it was very Virat Kohli like thing to do, and Virat Kohli is coming with an agenda this IPL. I mean, that you know what,
yeah,
guys, I'm fitter than all of you. I can really strike it on a good day, and who is gonna take my place off? Like he's like, you know what, I am here. That is a
yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo attitude. That's the alpha attitude, which LeBron James has, Kobe Bryant. Not Kobe Bryant, I would say Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
He's the
Kobe
best
Bryant
example
as
of
well.
that attitude.
I mean, Kobe Bryant learned it from Michael Jordan. So,
Yeah,
pretty much the best thing to take it here, right? That Mamba attitude, that's what he called it.
yeah.
I remember
But
once, I think, I know I'm kind of straying away from cricket here, but I think this is a very interesting topic to talk as a sports fan. I don't know whom it was, but there was this defender, I think, in basketball, who was talking about how he was blocking Kobe Bryant for a whole game. And I think towards the end, Kobe Bryant at the end of the third quarter comes up to him and says, "You had a nice game." Now, if you know basketball, you know there are 4 quarters. Fourth quarter, Kobe Bryant just absolutely made him look like a school kid. Now, that's where the motivation comes from. You want to prove to this guy that you are different gravy, and these people are different gravy.
I agree. I agree. Uh, so yeah, Riyan Parag, ladies and gentlemen, has arrived, and Kapil says top two was about. I think it's way too early in the tournament to even to say there's a fight. Maybe after 9 games, 10 games, we can talk about it, because IPL we've seen it so often that things take a drastic turn. Mumbai Indians will be on top two. Who knows? So let's not even jump the gun too early. 3 games is way too early of a data point to say that, oh wow, they're in the bottom two or something. And Mumbai Indians isn't a bad team. That's why I'm saying you know, they can end up in top two or something. They are making few tactical errors. I think they can correct that. They can really go up. Riyan Parag, yeah, I already took this question. Josh Butler looks finished from the last year's IPL. I don't know, man. I think Josh Butler, it's about one innings for him. Just one knock
Yeah,
you give him, and he's gonna. And that's a good thing about Rajasthan Royals. The players haven't peaked, and they're still winning games. So imagine once everybody peaks, like Jaiswal, Sanju, Butler, everybody peaks on one day, and with Riyan there in form, with Dhruv Jurel there, Shimran Hetmeyer still to get going properly. oh, this team can really cause havoc. So they still haven't peaked, right? Irfan Pathan's tweets. Yeah, you're talking about the Hardik Pandya tweet. Last time he was like, that's not the strike rate you should be batting at. Today he was like, if you're getting a move on, that's you should be able to finish games off. So I think he's personally directing him at that stage. It's okay, man, to be very honest. These kind of guys, they can only survive on these things, right? I mean, after you're done with your cricketing career, what do you survive on? Either on commentary because you're getting paid or being relevant to social media. So you're talking about it is his biggest win today. That we're still talking about this guy. Is Butler's loss form debacle for India 20? Yeah, I think so. Definitely, you have to say Butler. Informed Butler is totally different, but it's still early days. One knock away from possibly lighting things up. So give him time. I love the analogies what Michael himself says about Michael Jordan. Uh, Virat Kohli is alpha, is what Harsha's face when he said it in front of his face. I mean, it was very Virat Kohli like thing to do it. But coming back to which, we have to talk about yeah, Justice Samson following a similar pattern. I'm aware of his game. Yeah, yeah, I agree. But let's be honest. In today's game, the game was done and dusted not because of the second innings batting display of Rajasthan Royals, but the game was done and dusted in the first innings. Now, it's something concerning that a lot of Indian batters do struggle against left arm seam, and Trent Bolt has been the biggest nemesis. What do you make of that opening burst from Andre Berger and Trent Bolt? Those were unplayable, and that's been Rajasthan Royals' biggest strength this season. These two opening the bowling has given them a whole another outlook, and they've got bowlers who can finish, which is like specific roles, right? They've divided specific roles for bowlers, and that's so good to see.
I'll tell you what, Rajasthan, I mean, MI was very lucky that they don't have Sandeep Sharma playing this game, Rajasthan, because it just seemed like the three of them, I think all three, right? I mean, Bolt, Sandeep Sharma, and Andre Berger came together and prayed to God, and God Himself came down and set up the situation. The ball swinging so much, the breeze blowing from the seaside. It was set. It was set for Trent Bolt to start playing football, and that's all I can say.
I mean, it was a 1 for 2. That's how
Yeah.
he's still playing it.
And I think Andre Berger came in and scored a brace as well. So perfect.
Absolutely. I think this is where a lot of teams will be worried about. I think yesterday also we spoke about Chennai
Chennai should be really worried about
Yeah,
this.
I think
They've
a
got,
lot of teams, not just Chennai, I think a lot of teams are susceptible to good left arm
they've
swing.
got two left arm pacers opening the bowling who can do damage with a new
And
ball.
this is where
But
RCB are
God,
missing
I'm
out
worried for
again,
Chennai
guys. I don't want to bring RCB, but you've got Reece Topley and Yes Dale who can do very similar things. But I can't help it. I can only sit here and give suggestions. But
I think
a
it just
lot of
proves that RCB is a team which does not need to do badly in auction. They can do badly in strategy as well. Even if you get in
exactly,
the
that's the
legendary
biggest
Andy
issue, right?
Clark.
You ask me this team is a bad team in auction, I'll never say no because I'll say the thing is, see, they've done well in auction. All that what they could do, they've got it. They've got every
2016
aspect
auction was
covered
very
except for a
good.
leg spinner, and I don't think a leg spinner other than Chahal is going to work in Chinnaswamy. Let's be honest, no spinner is going to work in Chinnaswamy. So you went for that, but I don't want to talk about RCB. We'll talk about them maybe in a preview, which we'll do in some time. We'll talk about them 10 minutes later. We'll talk about LSD versus RCB in a few minutes time. But before that, Jaren, I mean, we have seen this from the Arsenal. They get off to good starts. Do you see them continuing this at this point, or this is the best season for them to win, right? Because before mega auction, they'll have to make a statement, and this is a season for them to really win the IPL, and they have got the team to win the IPL. And we spoke about it at the start of the IPL, as they've got almost every basis covered, and they're showing. I mean, this is exactly what we hoped from Mumbai Indians, but the Rajasthan Royals are delivering at this point.
Yeah, and that's also because I think the thing about Mumbai Indians now, obviously, before I head to that question is when they lost 5 matches. Now, obviously, you've mentioned one point already where they were lesser teams, easier to climb up. You're not really competing with 6 other teams to reach the top four, or there are going to be 6 other teams that are going to miss out. Another big factor is their fans, right? Their fans still believed in that team. Now, the question here is, do the fans even want MI to qualify? Because it seems like the fans are okay with MI getting the wooden spoon as long as it means that Hardik Pandya looks bad. Now, and that's the same reason why I think I heard a bunch of RR chants as well. So RR's fan base has been growing, slowly in the background. I never would have heard an RR fan base chanting in a Mumbai game for sure. So that does mean there's something there.
Well, do you know those are Mumbai fans?
I think Mumbai is going to support all 10. Like, it's like my dad, right? My dad never supported CSK because he just
Yeah.
liked to see them lose and, see me frustrated. So I think at this point in time, it's pretty much like that with the Mumbai fans.
Get RR
But
because
yeah,
Patil has impact, which makes Burger to sit out. You know what they've done to not let that happen is promote Ashwin in the batting order. Now there's
yeah,
length in
he's
the batting
striking
order.
the ball.
Yeah,
He's striking the ball now.
and he's striking the ball exactly, and that's something. It's a master stroke from Rajasthan. They've been doing this very often last season and the season
Yeah,
before that as well, and they've been really giving that trust in Ashwin. Right, you come and
yeah.
you go strike it. You're gonna want to do whatever you want. You just do it because we just want to lengthen our batting order. And Ashwin is not like, oh, he's gonna get out in the first ball, right? He's gonna really play well, and he's gonna play well means he's gonna play really, really
And
well.
I think Jared Kimber, right, came with a very interesting analogy for this. I mean, very interesting term for this. He's like how Narayan was used as a pinch hitter by Kolkata. RR uses him as a pinch blocker. The idea is he just plays out, basically stands there for 5 overs, regardless of whatever he does. That's what he did today, for instance. On days you want him to attack, he'll attack. But I think his main target is just to go there, play 3 overs, so that the likes of Shimron Hetmeyer and everyone else to follow don't get as many balls to be dismissed by the opposition.
I agree. I think that's a very good point because some days, if it works out, it works out like crazy, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you one thing: if Ashwin can go and do what he did against Rajasthan, I think it was against Delhi Capitals, where he went on to
yeah,
what 25 or 29, where he hit three sixers of 100 Nokia. See, that is exactly what you're going to get benefit out of. And Drujal is damn good. I mean, he's batting way too low in the batting order, is what I believe. And also, Shimron Hetmeyer, if he can get going, this is a very good batting order. And they can battle number eight. Number eight is a very good batting order to have. And they've really used that to their own advantage. And this is why, tactically speaking, Rajasthan Royals have been higher than anybody else in this tournament. Hence, they're on top of the table as well. And especially using the
yeah.
impact sub and also using the way in which they've control the variables, right? For example, Sanju Samson knowing that, you know what, I've used Chahal in the death overs and he will deliver for me there, and he has delivered for him there. Now, for example, Sandeep Sharma's usage in the death overs, nobody expected that. He has delivered there. Avesh Khan for that matter. So these things have really gone in their favor. Hence, that's the reason. Hate Ara's admin, one of the cringes admin I've seen. I mean, that's what people want, man, to be honest.
Isn't it? Isn't RR's admin now Michael Vaughan?
Sorry? Michael one. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, I saw that.
yeah. They've hired him now. He's part of the social media team. Great, great for him. I think Irfan Pathan would love to be the social media handler of maybe Gujarat Titans or something. Ashish and him are friends. I think he can definitely do a good job there.
I agree. I agree. To be honest, and
Sandipani is
one
not
thing,
joining the live, but he's joining comment section. Sandipani, what is this?
Hardik
What is
Pandya.
this,
So,
Sandipani?
Sanjivani, you've been terminated from suspended for this kind of behavior to join through comment section. We don't appreciate these kind of stuff. Sandeepani, आपको क्या लगता है? Mumbai will defeat KKR or will KKR defeat Mumbai? You have to tell that. I think Hardik Pandya's biggest score will come against KKR, and Sandeepani will sit here and comment on that. And so will RR qualify. Absolutely, Kapil. I think they
I
should.
think
If
so.
they don't, I'd be very
Yeah.
surprised. I'd be very, very, very surprised. Uh,
See, guys,
yes,
what I tell you is, I think Hardik Pandya has paid money to Sandipani now. He's definitely hired by Mumbai Indians. Hardik Pandya's PR agent. That's it. He's catching a flight for the interview today. Best of luck, Sandipani. Have fun.
have a flight to catch and worship Pandya. Obviously, he's going to Mumbai to support Mumbai Indians. They've made a PR team,
That's what I
and
say. No, as he's gonna go head to head with Michael Vaughan on the social media war now.
exactly, I think so. But yeah, that's about it from tonight's game. I mean, we've discussed almost everything about it. Rajasthan Royals and Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians are in a little bit of disarray, but don't worry, they will come back with time. They are going to come back, I'm sure. And they're too good a team to be missing out on the playoffs. I still believe that. Uh, yeah, let's be honest. If you guys think Mumbai won't make it to the playoffs, do comment down below. But if you think Mumbai will make it to the playoffs, you also comment down below. Either ways, just comment down what is your opinion on Mumbai Indians because they're a little confused. But I'm sure Mumbai Indians, you've got my support. Let everyone go. I will support them. I will support them to
Damn,
make
is
it.
Abel finally back to MI after a
I, I,
long
I like
gap?
I like to support a team who won't win, right? That's my whole point.
Imagine you end up supporting MI and RCB lifts the trophy.
Yeah, that's my.
Ooh.
Don't reveal my tricks, bro.
And
Anyways, good night, all of you.
finally, we all come to know that's not Virat Kohli curse, it was the Abel curse. That would be
I
bad.
agree. I agree. I agree. Anyways, good night, guys. See you all soon. Bye bye.